Balsamic chicken and caramelized onions. It's what's for dinner tonight. All right, I'm already halfway into cooking dinner tonight. We are having balsamic chicken and caramelized onions. So in the little frying pan right here, I've already got that chicken cooking up. While that's cooking, I've diced up some onion, and we're going to cook this chicken through. We want it done, and it's just about there, okay? So you make some room here. All right. I'm going to take this chicken out because it is right at done. Okay, I had to go adjust that camera for a minute. All right, so we're going to take about 4 tablespoons of butter and add that to the pan here. This is going to get all that goody down there in the pan. I'm going to get all that, the pieces of little chicken that's in there and get in there. You'll notice there was already some oil in there from where I fried the chicken. I'm going to get that. So, I'm going to just go ahead and put this full stick of butter in there. Yeah, whatever. Because the recipe calls for 1 cup of onion. Yeah, I think I've got more than a cup of onion. I cut up about 1.5 onions. All right. We are going to dump this in there. And we're just going to let this all cook down. We're only going to stir it enough to make sure nothing's sticking or burning. And we're going to let these onions caramelize. To do that, you really kind of have to leave it alone. It's on a medium heat. I'm going to cover it and just leave it alone. I'm going to watch it, make sure it's not sticking or burning. But that's how you get the caramelized. And a caramelized onion is sweet. And it is so good. And trust me, you want this, all right? So I'm going to stick that lid on there and just let those onions cook down. All right, let's check on these onions. Look at there. Look at how good they're looking. See how nice and brown they are? And they're soft. And that's how we know they're done. So now that these onions, man, that smells so good. I can already hear my son in there complaining about the fact that I'm making onions. Not really. All right, so to this, I am going to add a little bit of thyme. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. You know I don't measure. Of thyme. There we go. A little pinch of red pepper flakes, okay? We don't do spicy in this house. So I don't want anybody to bite into that and freak out. So we're just really going to do a pinch of that. Very few flakes came out just then, okay? About 2 teaspoons of sugar. About 4 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar. Now, I love balsamic vinegar. So I think that's good enough. Now we're just going to let that cook down for a couple minutes. Okay, so this is going to be my whisk tonight. We're going to start whisking this up so that we're getting all of that goodie that is baked to the bottom of this pan. And we're going to slowly pour in about 1 cup of chicken broth. Okay. We're going to kick that heat up to high. Try to get all that goodie off the bottom of that pan. Then we're going to let this reduce in this pan. Okay, so if you could really see this, you'll see that it has started to thicken a little bit, and the amount of liquid has reduced, and that's what we were going for. So we're now going to take some heavy whipping cream. We want 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. We're going to turn this pan back down, back to that medium low. We're going to slowly add in this whipping cream as we stir. Okay. This is one of the few more complicated dishes that I make, but it's still very easy and not very complicated. It's all been done in this one pan. We do not want this to start boiling right away because it'll make the cream separate from the rest of the liquid. We want to just kind of get that really all good and incorporated in there, and then let it kind of cook and do its thing. Okay, you see how this is starting to bubble up there? That's what we want. We are now going to take these pieces of chicken and put them back in here. Now, when I fried this chicken earlier, I used just salt and pepper and some onion powder. So it's just a very simple dish. And I'm going to kind of turn this over and get this chicken nice and covered. And again, it is still on a medium low. I'm going to put that lid back on for right now. I have got some rice cooking in the microwave, of course. And so that should be ready in about 9 minutes. You want to make sure that this is turned down low enough that this is not going to continue to boil. You just kind of want to set that to simmer in there, okay? And then when that rice is done, we're ready to eat. Well, here we go. That rice is ready. And the chicken's done. So I'm going to cut just a little bit of that chicken off. Go ahead and put it in my bowl here. Okay. Now I'm going to spoon some of this sauce with that onion right on top. And there we go. Dinner served.